Welcome back to Minecraft. I've probably got a whole bunch of my systems running, so I hope I'm recording as should be. I've got some things to show you on the server. In the last episode I did an LCTV special, and the restaurant is now fully built. The last touch has been put in. The leisure centre that you saw inside with the basketball courts and that kind of stuff, we put like a sun lounge area at the top. But what you probably saw when I came past is that we went back to the dam, and we've been thinking long and hard about what we wanted to do in here. And here's the end result. So you can see we've got a little water symbol on the thing, and there's some ventilation shafts. That will come in later. Oh, by the way, I have Miracy on server with me. Hello, Miracy.
Hello.
And I have Malinka here with me. Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Sorry, getting carried away, just chatting away. It's like, it's just me and the audience.
So,
getting all cozy.
Yeah, so who's the maintenance guy of this building?
I think the maintenance guy was Marley. And Marley's been in charge of keeping this place kind of ticking over.
That would explain all the spider webs.
Well, yeah, it's a little bit lazy. To be fair, he spends a lot of time with his children. They're slightly illegitimate children, but his children nonetheless. And he does leave this place to go to rack and ruin. And lately, obviously, he's quite skilled at jumping. He's quite athletic. So he's kind of, you know, that almost, you know, like the African runners, like Usain Bolt, you know, that kind of build. Yeah, but because he's slightly Jamaican himself. So Marley is in charge of climbing up through here, just like we're doing here. At least I'm doing. You've seen some of this already on camera when we built it the first time, and we put all this little jumping puzzle in. Sorry, Miracy, keep interrupting you.
Nah, I'm a bit lazy. I don't want to do jumping puzzle.
Oh, okay. Besides the fact I just got knocked off by Malinka.
Well, you went the wrong direction.
I think I did. Anyway, it was...
You were right over here, and you should have zigged when you zagged.
Ah, I see. Do you remember them? Oh no, you probably don't get it in your countries. But they used to be like Big Breakfast in the UK, is what it used to be called. It used to be an early morning thing. You have these two puppets, one called Zig, one called Zag. They're very funny. Anyway, I'm getting completely sidetracked. So, up here is where all the fun starts happening. And what we've done, this part of the adventure map, this will be, you know, there'll be computer desks and all sorts of crazy things in this room, but it will lead to this machinery. And you may be able to hear in the distance the sound of pistons. There's a reason for that. Is that the player will need to finish this part by coming through the ventilation. And let me in front, Miracy. So we've built
But I want to...
this trap fest. Kind of cool. And you have to travel through here. I'm on God mode, so it's not going to kill me, but the player's going to have to work out the timing of these so they don't get crushed themselves. Oh, epilepsy warning. Oops, I should have said that before. I'll put it on the notice before the video. Okay, we come through here. This is so awesome. I'm loving it through this. And the player eventually can make it all the way through, hopefully, and up. And then we said a few episodes back that they're coming up here to retrieve some information. That information will be held in this office. I know there's no roof up here at the moment, but that's fine. Then once they have the information they need, they hit the switch, the trapdoor opens up, and they end up... Well, we need to work out a solution for there, but anyway, Besides that, that ends up back here, and they can take the code they've just picked up, place it in the machine over here, press the right buttons that we talked about before, and it will open up. There's some pistons here, not attached to anything, but that will
Not yet.
you know, like that. Opening up the boat launcher, which you've seen us make before, and then head off into the rest of the map and out of this. We've put some texturing on here. We've still got more work to do to make the outside look really good, but it's coming there. It's pretty good. So the craziness that was happening inside, with all the pistons and the lighting, that's down to all the electronics here. And at the moment we've got it hooked up to this lever, but it will actually be hooked up to a pressure plate which will be in the tunnel, and that will start the whole off. Or if not a pressure plate, when the patch comes in, it will probably be a tripwire, in all honesty, but tripwire will set the machinery off. And basically all this wiring is doing is threading all the way through, and is on a repeated flash timer which gets set off, and just attaches to each of these pistons, and if not pistons, to lights. And you can just follow it all the way around to all the different parts, and wherever we wanted blocks to come inwards, we place pistons in, and yeah, that goes all the way through. It's not that difficult to build. I know the wiring looks complicated, but it really isn't. It's a very linear wire which just branches out to each piston as it comes to it, or light as it comes to it.
There are no ports or gates to attach or anything.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was hoping you'd enjoy the look of that, which we've been building this evening. Yeah, I'll come in again just to...
Shall turn it on for a second then.
Yeah, turn it back on again.
When you start playing this, you'll be crushed. Compliments of Miracy, who did most of the lighting and all that.
So we've got one other machine to be showing you in a little while, which I'll come over to. But, so as you can see, I'm not going to travel it through it again, but with all the lights flickering, it's yeah, should be a fun part of the adventure map to try and get through the ventilation shaft here, or as I affectionately call it, the Macerator.
Funny part for Marley again to go to the Macerator.
Indeed. Well, Marley's kind of, I think he's thinking about retiring anyway. I think that's partly why all the cobwebs are going off. So I'm heading out.
Yeah, but is it because of age or stress? With that kind of environment, stress is also a reliable factor.
Yeah. There's some signposts that are up and around the city, which I think in the next episode I'll show you all. But we've had about 3 or 4 extra ones requested, but we need to get round to show you. I don't think I've got enough time this episode to show you the signposts, but next episode I'll show you all the new signposts for the subscribers. So thanks for giving us names of roads. That's brilliant. Any more we get, we've still got room to add, but yes, thank you for those. Anyway, let me find this thing. I'm coming to this balloon later, because this balloon is a hint of something else coming up, which is being a major part of this map. The thing that you showed me when I came on the server, actually.
Oh, you're running off far away already from it.
Ah, here it is. Right. So we've been playing a little bit with note blocks and what they do, which you can see here. This is our testing of notes. I think I've shown that before. But in here, we've got light switches, which have been activated. And when we turn on the light switches, the lights come on. Now, under normal circumstances, there wouldn't be any sound. However, we've attached note blocks to it, so we have the sound of the... I don't know if you can even hear it, but you should hear the clicking of the lights coming on, just to give it that bit more atmosphere.
Not just the sound. There's even a small flash before it truly lights up.
Yes, so all that's done through the wiring up here, which you can see comes through to different. Is that looks gonna an AND gate maybe, or is that just coincidence?
Oh,
Or an OR gate?
I don't know. No.
No, it's not a gate.
Nope.
Sorry. Oh yeah, so it's just a basic wiring. Yeah, sorry, I'll take that back. But you've got the note blocks here, which activate as soon as it goes up to the light sequence here, hits the note block, makes the clicking noise, and you've got another one here. And all of this is on. If you look at the repeaters, they're all on over a 2-tick or a 3-tick, just to give their delays between the lights coming on. But the note blocks are set quite close to the lights, so that the ticking happens right at the time that the lights are flickering.
You broke up there.
That is.
Probably not for the audience, maybe for you, Blinker. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
If you want to make this, there's a YouTube video called about making neon light on YouTube. So it's a step-by-step process, so you can make it yourself.
Oh, brilliant! Cool. Perhaps you can send me the link of that Miracy, and I'll post it on the description box. So back to the balloon. And what does this balloon signify? Why isn't it in the city mainly? Well, this balloon is exactly the opposite of the main city, right? It's bright, it's colourful, it's crazy design, and it's fantastical. So,
All
here's
Dr.
something that
Seuss
we've been...
ones.
Yeah, it's like all the opposite of what the main city is. And here's something that we've been keeping secret from day one. And that this map that we've been building so far is part 1 of 2. And we're coming towards the end of creating this part of the map, as you've been able to see. I mean, we've got finishing touches all over the flipping place, but in general, the main buildings are mostly built. We've probably got a few more coming in. But if I come over to the areas here, you can see I'm going to more or less what's going to happen here. So we've got the LCTV studios, which signifies one row of buildings that we need to fill out. Can we just get some day in here? Sorry. Ignore the fences there. We were messing around with something. Then we're going to have a secondary row, and on the secondary row is a giant building that's going to go right up to the top of the world height. It's just going to be crazy, crazy, crazy tall. It's going to be something like this, really, really high up. And it's kind of like, it'll be a big corporation mafia type building. And that's something that we've had in mind. At the very top will be a portal. And the portal is going to take the player, well, through the nether first of all. But the nether will just be a corridor. And then it will take them back out into another portal out into the mainland again, which will be somewhere very far from this city. And when it comes out, there will be no land as such. There'll be no ground. There'll be no grassy floor. There'll be no, well, at least not as you recognise it. There'll be no mountains and anything like that there. It's what we will call our sky islands. So the player will be out in the clouds, of which we'll make those out of, I don't know, snow or ice or wall or clay or something, just to make them look fluffy. And every building in there will be the opposite of in here, and it'll be like this, like the balloon here. It'll be colourful, bright, fantastical. There'll be rainbows connecting up different clouds, and So that's the future of this series. We're still quite a few episodes away from being able to start doing that, but I did want to at least drop the hint that this series is supposed to be very, very long. I know it's been going on for a few months already, and a lot of you are waiting for the adventure map, but we want to make this like spectacular, and part of that is you're going to have to wait because it's part of the entertainment. And Sky Island's coming soon.
Part 2 of the map.
Yeah, indeed. Probably in a few months, but it's coming, it's coming. So any ideas for Sky Island type stuff now? I'd love to hear about it. That balloon, by the way, will be attached to a really colourful house. And the house will look as if it's kind of floating in the clouds. A bit like... is it James... what's the Pixar film? Is it called Fly? Up, that's it.
Up, yeah.
So it will look a bit like Up.
Let's hope we don't get sued.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I don't think you can copyright the word up, to be fair.
No.
I think that's all I got.
Maybe
I
we
was
can
going to tell
convince...
a story of... carry on about Pit Boss Frankie, but I think I'll save that for the next episode. And draw this one out to a short close, just to... this one's more about the machinery in the dam and what's coming next. So join us on the next episode where we'll either have the dam finished. I don't even know what we'll do next episode. But we'll do something fun anyway, and we'll talk more about the story of Frankie, I think. Cool. Alright, well, from me, Mirasi, and Malinka, sorry that I hogged all the microphone, but...
He needs to talk a lot.
I know, I love it. Alright, we'll join you on the next episode. Alright, take care of yourselves. Good night.
See ya.